Fam, what's good? This your boy Thou, FamOverTV. I appreciate everybody tapping into the channel, showing love. First of all, let me say this. I seen it in my comments on my last video that I got an upside down cross. When I bought it as a peace sign, I'm thinking it's a peace sign. I'm not looking at it as an upside down cross. They said my lightning bolt is representing a fallen angel, and something about the skull is. Listen, I just seen stuff online, ordered it, put it up just for decoration. I'm not worshiping none of that stuff or none of that type of stuff. So I'm just watching these videos, intaking the good information I can intake, and just commenting on them. That's all I'm doing, man. Just you can like the video, you don't have to. I appreciate everybody who tapping in. Also, on that last video, the Hollywood Conspiracies, I was just messing around, playing with y'all, man, like with the Illuminati stuff and everything. So everybody relax, man. Just take a joke. You feel me? Life is not about just getting money. Life is about finding yourself, being happy, and taking care of your family and building up your family. And within that, you got to get some money. You know what I'm saying? Where I grew up at in Flint, Michigan, all we knew, we didn't like we all didn't grow up in the same place. So we didn't learn the same things growing up. So when we grew up, we was all about hustling and getting money. That's all we wanted to do. So I'm learning more as I watch videos and do my research and learning more about life and my history and everything. So y'all bear with me, man. But today it's the conspiracies of the Bermuda Triangle. Let's get it.
Reveals the truth. A video has been posted anonymously on the dark web showing the Bermuda Triangle, a geographical area in the Atlantic Ocean, widely believed to be the cause of a large number of ship disappearances. And the rest will surprise you. A few years ago, a disturbing video surfaced anonymously on the dark web, revealing a scene of a nature as mysterious as it was terrifying. The disturbing content featured a creature that defied rational explanation, a true demon. And look at those eyes. You get the impression that if you look at him, you're going straight to hell. In short, if you come across one, run and don't stop. It's really scary.
Have you ever wondered why the Bermuda Triangle remains one of the world's biggest mysteries? For decades, this infamous stretch of water between Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico has been the subject of countless stories about ships and planes that vanished without a trace. Although there are many theories about the causes of these disappearances, no one can say for sure what really happened to all those people and vessels. Some believe that the Bermuda Triangle is home to supernatural forces, including alien abductions and sea monsters. Others argue that the area is cursed, haunted by the ghosts of sailors who died in violent storms centuries ago. Perhaps the most plausible explanation, however, is that the Bermuda Triangle's unusual weather patterns and strong currents make it a dangerous place to navigate, leading to accidents and mishaps. Despite the fact that many of the reported incidents in the Bermuda Triangle can be explained by natural phenomena, the mystery persists. This leads to the question,
Now this is scary. Jack Knight, a popular social media influencer known for his adventurous travels, embarked on a journey to explore the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle and share his experiences with his followers. Jack's posts from the Bermuda Triangle seemed normal at the beginning, but started showcasing the mysterious side of the area very quickly. As he delved deeper into its mysteries, he stumbled upon something that sent chills down his spine. During one of his live streams, Jack encountered a lone individual who seemed out of his mind, muttering quietly about strange occurrences in the triangle. He claimed to have seen things that are unexplainable. Jack's followers were both intrigued but concerned as they watched the encounter unfold in real time. However, shortly after this encounter, Jack practically vanished without a trace. His last post showed up visibly distressed with the enigmatic stranger in the background. Concerned viewers and authorities alike launched a search for Jack, but the Bermuda Triangle's reputation for swallowing ships and aircraft added an air of uncertainty to the rescue efforts. Jack's disappearance left his followers with unanswered questions, prompting speculation about the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries. It served as a chilling reminder that some mysteries are better left unsolved.
Wow. What do y'all think is going on in the Bermuda Triangle? Like, what is going on? Is they taking them underwater? Is they just disappearing? Is they going into a portal? Like, what could be going on? Like, I mean, I'm amazed by these stories and very interested. So that's why I'm doing this video. Y'all just let me know what y'all think.
"90 years after disappearing in the Bermuda Triangle. In 1925, a ship named the SS Cotopaxi left Charleston with 32 crew members on board. Their only cargo was coal, and their route was through the Bermuda Triangle. A few days later, a radio message came in from the SS Cotopaxi asking for help due to a terrible storm. And after that, they were never seen again. Until May 2015, nearly 90 years after the disappearance, the Cuban Coast Guard reported that they found the SS Cotopaxi drifting in the ocean, fully rusted, with no crew on board. Some people say that supernatural and extraterrestrial forces are at play, while scientists say that gas hydrates are the real culprits. However, till date,
mysteries are. And I came across Flight 19 of the Bermuda Triangle, which, if you didn't know, is an area of the ocean that is extremely famous for hundreds of boat and plane disappearances. People are terrified of this place, giving it the nickname Devil's Triangle. The strangest disappearance happened in 1945 when 5 Navy planes took off for a routine flight, when suddenly their compasses started to malfunction. One of the last transmissions from the captain stated, "Everything looks strange, even the water. We are completely lost." Several minutes after this message, a rescue plane was sent after the lost planes. When approaching their general presumed location, the rescue plane also disappeared. After 70 years, none of the planes or any sign of a crash have ever been found. It's literally as if they vanished out of thin air.
Long this plane trip lasted. Yeah, years. You heard that right. Years. Santiago Airlines Flight 513 boarded in 1954 and landed in 1989, flying from Aachen, Germany on September 4th, 1954 to Porto Alegre, Brazil, with 88 passengers and 4 crew members on board. It was about to finish crossing the Atlantic Ocean when it just completely disappeared a few hours into its flight, very close to the Bermuda Triangle. Now, disappearing planes are oddly not out of the ordinary. They actually happen all the time, like the infamous Flight MH370. Which was flying from Malaysia to Beijing back in 2014 when it mysteriously changed course mid-flight and started flying into the middle of the Indian Ocean, only to vanish a few hours later with no traces of the plane on any radars, just like Flight 513. Except debris from MH370 was found washed ashore in Madagascar 5 years later in 2019. Meanwhile, only 2 years after Flight 513 vanished, the search was called off in 1956. Then, out of nowhere, on October 12, 1989, the exact plane just lands without any radar warning in Brazil. 35 years later. 35 years. How is that even
Crazy.
possible? When it landed, the airport security team rushed the plane to investigate, and they could not believe what they found. 92 skeletons still seated on the plane with their seatbelts on, passengers, crew, captain and all, with the pilot literally still clutching the controls in his hand. The other big question is here, how did this plane even land? Some theories claim this plane entered a wormhole over the Bermuda Triangle and traveled through time, while others that they were abducted by aliens or landed on some remote island and died of starvation. A lot of online sources say this is a hoax, but others claim the Brazilian government investigated and refused to disclose details to the public after they realized they had no valid explanations for it. But that's exactly what you would expect a government to do if something unexplainable ever happened with no plausible explanation. Deny it and paint the discovery a hoax. Especially in 1989, before the internet and online channels like this were widely used and the general public had no way of sharing information with each other. Which is why no photo or video proof has been released other than this tabloid newspaper article, with those same people stating that even a plane that old could have easily landed itself with autopilot. Santiago Airlines went out of business 2 years after this flight, so no executives were around 35 years later to confirm records either. Remember to never blindly accept what you hear as absolute fact, including what I'm saying right now, and to always question everything. This is likely an urban legend, but you can never know for sure. My video analytics show that only about 15% of people actually get to this point of the video, so let's make fun of all the angry comments below who didn't make it this far, knowing that both sides of your brain are working.
It's not like one or two ships or planes disappeared. They said this happened all the time. How do you explain it? Like, you can't explain it. It's crazy. Is it extraterrestrials? Is it aliens? Or, man, it's crazy. Comment below.
Node, occasionally, I guess stuff from another reality bleeds into our reality, and stuff from our reality can bleed into another reality. There's different nodes around the world where this happens, and the Bermuda Triangle is one of those nodes. Because there's no way to explain how 3 or 4 Americans took off out of Florida and went to the area of the Bermuda Triangle and were never seen again. Gone. No wreckage, nothing. If they went into the ocean, there would be some wreckage. So the only way must be that they went into another reality. There are all sorts of mysterious things happen on our Earth which science cannot explain, so it's easier to just poo-poo the idea that such things occur, convince people, nah, this doesn't happen, as if science had all the answers. Shakespeare told us there are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. There's mysterious things happening. We have no idea how or why. We have no explanation for it, but that doesn't mean that they don't exist.
The infamous Bermuda Triangle hides. Strange and unpredictable weather, electromagnetic problems, inexplicable phenomena, aliens? The Bermuda Triangle has all the ingredients. The size of the triangle has not been officially defined, spanning between 440,000 and 1,500,000 square miles, making wreckage recovery a daunting challenge. Another name by which it is known is the Devil's Triangle. Not very friendly. Among the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle, the USS Cyclops disappeared in 1918, leaving no trace or distress call despite its advanced radio equipment. In 1963, the marine tanker Sulphur Queen also disappeared, and in 1968, it was the turn of the nuclear-powered submarine Scorpion, which carried advanced spy equipment. There are scientific theories to explain the disappearances. Cyclones represent a danger since they constantly and unpredictably affect the triangle. There's also the methane hydrate theory, which suggests that rising methane gas bubbles create voids in the seabed, potentially sucking in ships. However, this does not explain the disappearance of planes. Records of the Bermuda Triangle's weirdness have existed since the era of Christopher Columbus. During his voyage, Columbus wrote in his journal that he witnessed a flame entering the sea and strange lights moving in the distance from his ship. He also experienced disturbances in his compass. Some believe that ancient alien activity was involved. While aliens have not been proven to be involved, paranormal researchers speculate about their possible role in the disappearances, fueled by UFO sightings made from the surrounding islands. Another peculiar case occurred in 1970 when pilot Bruce Gernon encountered a strange, perfectly round cloud that seemed to follow him alongside his plane. The pilot decided to enter it and found himself in a tunnel-like space with revolving walls. As is customary in the area, his compass stopped working properly. Air traffic control confirmed his disappearance, but he reappeared over Miami Beach 28 minutes later. His watches were off, and he experienced a sensation of lost time. Currently, the Bermuda Triangle continues to be an area of shipwrecks and plane crashes, with an average of 4 planes and 20 boats lost each year. Would you dare to fly or navigate through these mysterious waters?
Unbelievable. I think we need to stay away from there. Just stay away from there. We don't know what's going on.
And in case they try to block me again, I got my own website, www.theuci.online. Everybody in the comments, drop that shit. Let them know if you in the Cosmic University. Let them know. And I'm on Instagram. Y'all got to catch me while I'm on here, y'all. They put me in the Nelson for telling y'all this type of shit. I came here willing to risk it all tonight. I'm going out the gangster way. All right? So let's get back to the ocean. We back to the ocean, y'all. Now, it's important to understand that the power of crystals, right? Because it plays a part in why the fuck planes are disappearing in the Bermuda Triangle. So remember I was talking about this war, 1492, and they destroyed everything on the planet. Now, one of our most powerful titans' name was Ocean. He comes from the liquid families, or he's part of the liquid spirits, okay? So you got beings that when they animate, everybody don't take on the physical for a solid form. So we had this huge, giant pyramid. It was an actual pyramid, but it was more like a Merkaba. So a Merkaba is when you got a triangle, 1 point up, 1 point down. It makes what you all know as you call it the Star of Israel. All right. And if you from the streets, gang members call it like a 6-point star or something like that. But we had this huge pyramid, and it was made out of 2 of the most powerful crystals out there that you can come across. Lapis lazuli. This is lapis lazuli. And labradorite. Okay? Lapis lazuli and labradorite. 2 of the most powerful crystals you can come across, especially if you know how to tap into the energy of them. All right? This was like very, very, even if you go look up in like England, after we fell in frequency, they always want to get their hands on some lapis lazuli or some, because they know what the crystals do, right? This huge pyramid was used to keep Ocean tied down, locked to the earth. So we always had riverbeds, and we always had different bodies of water, yes, but we didn't have no ocean. The actual ocean we see, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, all these big oceans. We had seas. We didn't have oceans, right? That's the body of one of our titans named Ocean, who was like an ancestor too, all right? So when we was in this big war, they used that giant pyramid to lock, like they drove Ocean body in the middle of the war. They drove Ocean's body through the pyramid. So imagine a huge pyramid and a body of water being driven through it. Now that body of water was being driven through it, and the tip of the pyramid was used to hold the body of water in place. So that body of water that's being held in place is ocean. And the oceans of today is being held in place by this giant pyramid. And this giant pyramid is located in the Bermuda Triangle.
Interesting.
The celebrity silhouette. 500 kilometers outside Bermuda, we spotted something in the ocean around 2:15 p.m. 2 hours later, the ship got permission to turn around to investigate the object. They suspected it could be a lifeboat. 7:05 p.m. As we got closer, it was clearly a lifeboat. However, no one was yelling for help. No one was waving us down. Were they asleep or possibly dead? As we got a closer look, the boat appeared to be empty. After the crew pulled the lifeboat in, they confirmed no one was on board. Were they victims of the infamous Bermuda Triangle?
What is a lifeboat doing out there by itself? Somebody was on it.
Good, it's your boy B-Dell. I am back with some tumultuous information. If you're new to this channel, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. But today we're going to be talking about how the Bermuda Triangle is a draconian base for the deep state oligarch trilateral connection, which coincides with organ harvesting and human trafficking, which is why 800,000 people come up missing on the planet every year, because it's being done at the highest level of government. And we're also going to be talking about how it's interconnected with the Anunnaki, the Draconians, the Black nobility, and the deep state Democrats. So this is going to be the video that's basically going to connect all the dots for you, right? So first we're going to start out with the fact that the geographical waters of the Bermuda Triangle is basically a draconian base and a hub for human sacrifice, right? Because when you look at this publication right here, it says verbatim that the Devil's Sea is the Dragon's Triangle, which is also the Bermuda Triangle. It's a stargate. It's a stargate for the Draconians, who are basically the archons of the three-dimensional paradigm that is controlled by Black nobility. So the Black nobility, the Draconians, and the archons are basically one and the same, because they are the ones who control the simulation, and the simulation is galvanized by human sacrifice and trafficking, right? Which is controlled by the Canaanite bloodline, which is also connected to the Khazarian mafia. We're going to get into that, right? So with that being said, the Ukrainian symbol, which is synonymous to the Moloch sigil, which is also synonymous to the Khazarian Tamga, right? So now when you look at it from that perspective, this is right here is a hieroglyphic relic of Enlil, and it's basically an emulation of the sigil of Ukraine, which is the sigil of Moloch, when you're looking at this trident in his hand, right? So this is basically the bottom right here, Revelation 17:17, transliteration of the book of Revelation, El's Holy Injil. It says that unto the evil reptilian that is going to give their kingdom to the beast. The beast is the Canaanite bloodline. He gave the kingdom to the beast, so in order to maintain power on this planet, they got to do a form of a sacrifice, and the sacrifice is connected to those islands along the Bermuda Triangle, which is where it's basically a draconian base. That's where they give their sacrifices to, right? This is not by accident why all these kids come up missing on the planet.
This is so far over my head.
End up being the Freemasons under the principles of Luciferianism, which created the Scottish Rite. And the Scottish Rite in itself is connected to the Bavarian Illuminati that created the Federal Reserve System, right? So since their systems of control is crumbling, that means that the financial system is going to crumble. So that's going to be the inception point of martial law, because when you also have martial law that's going to take place, that's when you activate FEMA. And then when you activate FEMA, that's when you destabilize a certain demographic of people by taking away their resources.
That was a lot. Like, that was over my head. That was a lot. I heard of the Draconians, reptilians, and all that stuff, but I got to get into it more to learn more about it. They say they're among us. They out here. So I don't know, man. Comment below. Make sure you like the video.
The Devil's Triangle is a region in the western part of the North Atlantic Ocean. It's bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Why is it famous, you ask? Well, numerous ships and aircraft have disappeared under mysterious circumstances when passing through it. One of the most famous disappearances is Flight 19. In 1945, 5 US Navy bombers vanished during a training flight over the Triangle. Theories about the Triangle's mystery range from magnetic anomalies affecting compasses to underwater alien bases to sea monsters. But remember, most of these lack scientific evidence. The truth is, the Bermuda Triangle isn't officially recognized by the US Board on Geographic Names and doesn't appear on any maps. Many scientists argue that incidents are likely due to natural causes and human error.
So it's all theories. It's just a conspiracy. It's all theories. They don't really know what happened. Nobody knows what happened. Y'all comment below. Let me know what y'all think happened. Let me hear some of y'all thoughts and everything. And make sure you like the video. Appreciate everybody who tapped in, man. It's crazy. The Bermuda Triangle. Very interesting, man. FamOverTV. This your boy Thou. Peace.
Fam over.